The moment you decide to take full responsibility for your thoughts and actions, without blaming circumstances, is the moment your reality begins to change in ways you never imagined possible. Control yourself to transform your reality. That means the way you think and act right now is shaping everything you will experience tomorrow. What if the biggest obstacle between you and the life you want is your own habits and choices? What if the key to changing your situation isn't out there somewhere but inside you? This is about learning to master yourself in moments when it feels hardest, when your mind wants to quit, when your emotions push you off track, or when distractions pull you away. Imagine being able to stand strong in those moments and make decisions that build the future you deserve. If you want to understand how to take real control over your actions and change your life step by step, then this is the message you need to hear. Stick with this, because what follows can shift how you live every single day. Now let's dive in. Number 1, control your urges when they scream louder than reason. There comes a point in life when everything inside you wants to give in. The craving is loud. The feeling is intense. The desire hits you fast, and it doesn't care about your goals. It doesn't care about your future. It wants what it wants, and it wants it now. That is when the real test begins. Not when things are easy, not when the path is smooth, but when your own urges are pulling you away from everything you said you want to become. And if you don't learn to control that part of you, you will keep repeating the same cycle that has been holding you back for years. You have to understand that urges don't care about your vision. They are based on how you feel in the moment. And feelings can lie. Feelings will tell you to quit when you are tired. Feelings will tell you to eat junk when you promised yourself discipline. Feelings will tell you to scroll for an hour when your work is waiting. The truth is, your urges are not evil, but they are immature. And if you obey them every time they scream, they will ruin your future. One small decision at a time. Every time you give in, you teach your mind that your feelings run the show. That means when pressure comes, your mind won't look for a plan. It will look for an escape. And the more you escape, the weaker you get. Discipline is built in those quiet moments when no one is watching, and the only person you need to answer to is yourself. You have got to decide that your goals matter more than how you feel right now, that your future deserves a stronger you, not the version of you that breaks the minute something hard shows up. Controlling yourself is not about being perfect. It is about being strong enough to say no when everything inside you is shouting yes. That is strength. That is real power. Not in controlling the world, but in controlling yourself. Can you say no to that craving when it is right in front of you? Can you walk away from that distraction when it is easier to stay stuck? Can you turn off the noise in your head that tells you to relax when it is time to grind? If you can't do that now, you have got to train yourself. This is not something people are born with. It is built. You have got to practice saying no when the urge is small. Practice walking away from the little things that waste your time. Practice pushing through discomfort without needing a reward every 5 minutes. That is how you build a different life. One controlled moment at a time. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. And if your habits are built around giving in every time it gets uncomfortable, then that is the life you will stay stuck in. Most people don't fail because they don't have potential. They fail because they cannot get out of their own way. The urge to quit, to give up, to avoid pain always shows up. But your job is to not give it a seat at the table. There is nothing easy about this. It is hard to walk away when something feels good in the moment. It is hard to say no when everyone else is saying yes. But you are not here to be like everyone else. You are here to build a life that means something to you. And that life demands a version of you that is not a slave to every emotion that passes through your body. Every urge you control makes you stronger. Every moment you push through gives you proof that you are becoming someone different. That is how you build belief. Not from motivational quotes or some quick fix. You build belief by doing what most people will not do. Saying no when it matters most. Choosing to stay in control even when your mind is screaming for comfort. When you train yourself to stay calm while your urges rage inside you, you become unshakable. Not because the urge disappeared, but because it does not control you anymore. That is where confidence comes from. That is where clarity comes from. When you no longer let your weakest voice run your life, you have got to decide what matters more: your short-term comfort or your long-term future. You cannot have both. One will always come at the cost of the other. And every time you give in, you are trading the life you want for a few seconds of relief. But every time you stand your ground, every time you stay calm and stay focused and stay committed, you are building a life most people only dream about. When you learn to delay your reaction, you give yourself space to think, and thinking is power. You get to ask yourself, is this going to help me or hurt me? And if it is going to hurt you, even a little, you walk away. That moment of control becomes a new standard. And when you repeat that enough times, your new standard becomes your new life. You do not need to be stronger than the urge forever. You just need to be stronger for 5 seconds, long enough to stop yourself, long enough to breathe, long enough to say, this is not who I am becoming. Those 5 seconds can save your day, and enough saved days can change your life. You already know what giving in feels like. You already know the regret, the disappointment, the guilt, that feeling when you said yes when you knew you should have said no. You do not need more of that. You need to build something different, something better. And it starts with one controlled choice at a time. The world will test you. Life will challenge you. Your own body will try to take the easy way out, but you have a say. You can step in. You can interrupt the pattern. You can stop the loop before it repeats. That is what it means to control yourself. You interrupt the old story. You replace it with action that aligns with the future you are building. You do not need permission. You do not need anyone to believe in you. You need to believe that you have the power to stop yourself, to choose different, to fight for your future even when it is uncomfortable, especially when it is uncomfortable. No one is coming to save you from your own patterns. You have got to step up and do the hard thing. You have got to silence the excuses. You have got to walk into the battle with your own impulses and come out the other side stronger. That is how transformation works. Not by talking about it, not by wishing for it, but by standing in the middle of the storm and saying, I am in control now. And once you taste that kind of power, the kind that comes from discipline and action, you will not want to go back. You will know how far you have come. You will feel it in the way you wake up in the morning, in the way you walk through your day, in the way you handle challenges. You will know that no matter what comes next, you are not the same. You are no longer run by your urges. You are driven by your mission, and that changes everything. Number 2, stop chasing comfort and start building inner strength. Now, comfort is one of the biggest traps in life. It feels good in the moment and promises peace, but it often leaves you stuck and disappointed when you look back. Many people spend years chasing comfort without realizing it's costing them their dreams and their true potential. It's easier to choose what feels safe and familiar, even if it means never growing or becoming who they're meant to be. Real change doesn't come from avoiding discomfort. It comes from facing it head-on and building the strength inside to stand firm when things get tough. You have to understand that comfort is temporary. It is a shallow pleasure that can never replace the satisfaction of hard-earned progress. When you settle for comfort, you're agreeing to a smaller version of yourself. You are accepting less than what you're capable of. The reality is this: comfort pulls you backward while growth pushes you forward. You can't move toward your goals while holding tightly to what's easy. The two do not live in the same place. Building inner strength means learning to be okay with feeling uncomfortable. It means recognizing that every challenge, every struggle, every moment of uncertainty is an opportunity to grow stronger. The discomfort you avoid today will become the weakness that limits you tomorrow. When you resist the urge to settle for comfort, you are sending a powerful message to yourself. You are telling your mind and your body that you're ready to fight for a better life. There is no shortcut to building inner strength. It requires daily effort and intention. It means pushing yourself beyond your limits again and again. It means staying committed even when your body screams to quit. The muscles of your mind, just like your body, grow when they are stretched. If you avoid hard situations, you are never going to develop the resilience that true success demands. Think about your life right now. How many moments have you walked away from because something felt difficult or uncomfortable? How many times have you chosen the easy path instead of the path that challenges you to be better? Those moments add up. Each one builds a habit that either moves you closer to your dreams or pulls you further away. Choosing comfort often feels safe, but it's actually the opposite. It leaves you vulnerable to regret. It builds a cage around your potential and limits your future. The longer you stay inside that cage, the harder it is to break free. But it's never too late. The moment you decide to stop chasing comfort is the moment you begin to reclaim your power. Inner strength is not something you find outside yourself. It is something you create from within. It starts with your mindset and the choices you make every single day. You build strength by making decisions that honor your future over your present feelings. You choose what is hard but right, instead of what is easy but wrong. That is where true transformation happens. When discomfort arises, instead of running away, face it directly. Notice the feelings in your body. Notice the voice inside your head that wants to quit or give up. Don't ignore these signals, but don't obey them either. Acknowledge them and then take a step forward anyway. This is the practice that builds your mental and emotional muscles. Over time, those muscles become unbreakable. It helps to remind yourself why you started. What is the goal you are fighting for? Who do you want to become? When those answers are clear and strong, they become fuel. They push you through the hard moments when your desire for comfort tries to win. Your purpose will always be bigger than your discomfort if you let it be. The people who reach the highest levels of success did not get there by staying comfortable. They got there by making hard choices and sticking to them. They didn't avoid pain or struggle. They embraced it as the price of progress. They trained themselves to stay strong, even when their emotions wanted them to break down. That is the difference between those who dream and those who live their dreams. You are the only one who can build your inner strength. No one else can do the work for you. No one else can push you when you want to quit. That responsibility is yours. It's not always easy, but it is always worth it. Each time you choose strength over comfort, you become more powerful than before. You create momentum that makes the next challenge easier. You have to create new habits that support your strength. That means waking up early even when your bed feels warm. It means doing the work when motivation is low. It means saying no to distractions that steal your time and energy. It means practicing self-control, even when it feels unfair or difficult. These are the small battles that win the war. Strength is also built by learning from failure. When you stop chasing comfort, you will fail sometimes. You will make mistakes and feel pain. That is normal. What separates the strong from the weak is what they do next. The strong get back up. They learn the lesson. They try again with more wisdom. Comfort may protect you from pain, but it also protects you from growth. You cannot have both. Your mind will fight you. It will try to trick you into believing that comfort is more important than progress. It will tell you that rest is the same as quitting. It will suggest shortcuts that promise easy success but deliver nothing. You have to recognize these lies and reject them every time. Build a mental fortress where only truth and discipline live. Sometimes building inner strength means being honest with yourself about your weaknesses. It means admitting where you have been lazy or distracted. It means looking in the mirror without excuses and deciding to change. That kind of honesty is uncomfortable but necessary. Without it, you cannot grow. There is a powerful freedom that comes from choosing strength over comfort. It is the freedom to live life on your own terms, to say no to habits that limit you, to say yes to a future that excites you. When you stop chasing comfort, you open the door to this freedom. You open the door to a reality where you control your choices and your outcomes. Strength is not about denying your feelings or pretending to be perfect. It is about mastering yourself enough to make the right choices even when emotions are messy. It is about respecting your dreams more than your doubts. It is about fighting for your vision one difficult moment at a time. Every time you resist comfort and push through, you plant a seed for something greater. Your future self will thank you for it. You are building a foundation that can support anything life throws at you. Challenges will come, but you will meet them with courage because you have been preparing all along. Remember that this journey is personal. Comparing yourself to others will only distract you. Your focus must be on your own growth and your own pace. Keep showing up, keep pushing forward. Keep choosing strength over comfort every day. This is where transformation begins. Not in waiting for the right moment or perfect feelings, but in deciding now to stop running from discomfort and start welcoming it as a teacher. When you do this, you are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You become the architect of your reality. The path to inner strength is never smooth, but it is always meaningful. You will discover things about yourself that you never knew. You will learn that pain is temporary, but regret is forever. You will realize that comfort has been a liar and strength is your truth. You can live a life that excites you. You can create a reality that reflects your deepest values. It is all possible when you stop chasing comfort and begin building strength right now. The power is inside you, waiting to be claimed. Take it, own it, transform your life with it. Number 3. Say no fast when your future is on trial. Deciding quickly when your future is at risk is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. Life will throw choices at you every day that seem small, but carry huge consequences. When those moments come, hesitation can cost you more than you realize. The faster you say no to what does not serve your growth, the stronger and clearer your path becomes. Indecision is the enemy of progress. It gives room for doubt and second guessing to creep in and erode your confidence. Acting quickly and firmly is a sign of respect for yourself and your goals. The moment your future is in question, you have to protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. Every yes or no shapes your reality. Saying yes to distractions or bad habits slowly chips away at your potential. Saying no fast cuts those dangers off before they grow into a problem. This is not about being harsh or unforgiving. It's about recognizing your value and defending what you're building. You must become someone who refuses to tolerate anything that pulls you away from your vision. Waiting too long to reject harmful choices feels like giving permission for damage to happen. It's like standing at a crossroads and staring so long that you get lost. Your future demands decisiveness. It demands action. When you hesitate, the opportunity to protect your dreams slips away. Saying no quickly isn't about fear, it's about clarity. When you know who you are and where you're going, it becomes easier to shut the door on what doesn't belong there. Your mind will try to argue against saying no fast. It will ask for more time to think or try to justify a yes that feels safer. This is where discipline meets awareness. You need to train yourself to catch those thoughts and replace them with a stronger voice. The voice of your purpose. The voice that says your future is too important to gamble with. That voice grows louder every time you practice saying no without delay. Saying no fast also frees you from unnecessary stress. When you delay, you carry the weight of uncertainty. You replay the decision over and over, wasting energy and focus. When you reject quickly, you clear mental space to concentrate on what matters most. You take back control of your time and your mind. This builds confidence because you trust yourself to act with intention and not get stuck in the weeds of doubt. Life does not wait for you to be ready. It moves fast, and those who succeed are those who respond fast. This is why learning to say no fast is a game changer. It prevents small problems from turning into crises. It stops you from being dragged into distractions that drain your energy. It protects your time like it's the most valuable asset you have, because it is. Every moment spent hesitating is a moment lost forever. Practicing quick no's means setting clear boundaries. Boundaries with your time, your energy, and your mind. It means deciding in advance what you will not accept. This preparation makes saying no easier because the decision is already made inside you. When an opportunity or temptation comes that threatens your future, you act from a place of strength, not confusion. You respond with confidence because your values are firm. Every time you say no fast, you build a muscle of self-respect. You show yourself that your goals are not negotiable. This kind of respect breeds resilience. It creates a mindset that refuses to settle for less than what you deserve. You become the person who leads their own life instead of being led by every passing desire or distraction. That is freedom. It helps to remember that saying no fast doesn't mean shutting down all options blindly. It means making decisions aligned with your goals without unnecessary delay. You don't say no out of fear or frustration. You say no out of clarity and commitment. That is a powerful difference. You say no because you know what your future needs and you protect it without hesitation. This skill is especially important in moments of pressure. When emotions run high, the future feels fragile, and the stakes are clear. Saying no fast can save you. It prevents rash decisions that bring regret. It guards your progress from the chaos of impulsive reactions. In those moments, your ability to respond quickly with a firm no is a form of courage and wisdom. You can train yourself to say no fast by creating simple rules for your decisions. For example, if something does not bring you closer to your goals within a certain time frame, say no immediately. If it drains your energy or focus, say no fast. When you create these habits, your mind stops wasting time on questions you already know the answer to. You reduce decision fatigue and increase your power to act. Saying no fast also protects your relationships and environment. When you stand firm and clear, people respect your boundaries more. You don't get pulled into drama or distractions. Your focus becomes contagious. Others see your discipline, and it inspires them to raise their own standards. Saying no fast is not just a personal tool. It impacts the way you influence the world around you. The most successful people are not those who say yes to everything. They are the ones who master the art of saying no fast. They understand that every no is a yes to something more important. That is how they keep their lives on track. That is how they protect their energy and attention. That is how they transform their reality. When your future is on trial, every second counts. Hesitation feels like weakness, but quick refusal feels like strength. This strength is not about rejecting others harshly, but about honoring your own journey. It is a way to claim your power and shape your destiny. The faster you learn to say no, the more control you have over your life. You will face moments where saying no fast feels uncomfortable, where doubts creep in, where people pressure you to delay or change your mind. In those moments, remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself what you are fighting for. Your future is worth every uncomfortable no you say today. It's also important to understand that saying no fast creates space for yes that matter. When you clear the clutter with quick no's, you make room for opportunities that truly align with your vision. You give your energy and time to what builds you up. That is a powerful way to live intentionally. You will learn to trust your gut more. You will learn to listen to the quiet voice inside that knows what is right for you. This trust grows each time you act quickly and decisively. It reduces second guessing and builds momentum. It helps you break free from patterns of procrastination and self-doubt. Your future is shaped by the sum of your decisions. Saying no fast protects those decisions. It shields your goals from being undermined by delay and hesitation. It keeps you moving forward with purpose and clarity. This is not easy, but it is simple. It is a habit you can build. It is a skill you can master. Every moment you hesitate is a moment your future slips away. Every moment you say no fast is a moment you reclaim control. The choice is yours, and it is powerful. It is a declaration that your dreams are more important than your fears, that your time is too valuable to waste, that you are the one who decides what your life will be. This skill separates those who succeed from those who stay stuck. It separates those who take control of their lives from those who wait for things to happen. When your future is on trial, the fastest and strongest answer is often a firm no. That no keeps your vision alive. It keeps your progress moving. It keeps your spirit unbroken. Practice saying no fast until it becomes natural, until it becomes your default, until you see how much peace and power it brings. This is how you transform your reality. This is how you build a life on your own terms. This is how you win the battle for your future. Number 4. Walk away immediately from what weakens your focus. Focus is the foundation of every achievement and the engine behind real progress. Without it, even the best plans fall apart. Every day, your attention is pulled in multiple directions by distractions, doubts, and demands. Some of these are small annoyances, but others are powerful forces that slowly erode your ability to stay committed. The moment you realize something is weakening your focus, the best choice is to walk away without hesitation. Staying longer only drains your energy and scatters your mind. Your time and mental space are too valuable to waste on anything that doesn't support your goals. The things that weaken your focus come in many forms. It could be people who don't respect your time or energy. It could be habits that keep you stuck in unproductive routines. It could be environments filled with noise and chaos that steal your concentration. Whatever the source, it's important to recognize the damage early and act fast. The longer you engage with distractions or negative influences, the harder it is to regain clarity. The damage compounds quietly until one day you wake up feeling lost or overwhelmed. Walking away is not a sign of weakness or giving up. It is an act of self-respect and wisdom. It means you value your goals more than temporary comfort or avoiding conflict. It means you understand that protecting your focus is essential to creating the life you want. Every successful person knows this. They don't waste time arguing with distractions or trying to justify staying in harmful situations. They cut ties and move on because their focus is too precious to risk. You must become fiercely protective of your mental space. This starts with awareness. Pay attention to what pulls your attention away from your priorities. Notice how certain people or activities leave you feeling drained or scattered. When you sense that your focus is slipping, trust that feeling. It is your internal warning system telling you to act. Do not wait until exhaustion or frustration forces you to make a sudden escape. Walk away early and intentionally. Walking away can be challenging. It might mean saying no to social invitations, dropping bad habits, or setting boundaries with people who do not support your growth. These actions require courage because they sometimes mean facing loneliness or discomfort. But those moments of discomfort are temporary. The relief and clarity that come from walking away last much longer. You trade short-term pain for long-term gain. Sometimes walking away means removing yourself physically from environments that are toxic to your focus. If your workspace is cluttered and noisy, change it. If certain places or situations pull you into unproductive patterns, leave them behind. You do not have to justify your decision to anyone. Your focus is your business. Protecting it is your responsibility. The more you practice walking away, the easier it becomes and the stronger your focus grows. It's also important to understand that focus is a muscle. It grows stronger the more you protect it. When you choose to walk away from distractions, you are training your mind to stay on track. You build discipline and mental endurance. You develop a mindset that does not tolerate anything less than your best effort. This kind of mental toughness is rare but invaluable. Distractions often come disguised as harmless breaks or innocent pleasures, but they add up and weaken your focus in ways you might not notice at first. Constantly checking your phone, scrolling social media, or multitasking all reduce your ability to concentrate deeply. Walking away from these habits is crucial. Choose instead activities that recharge you without breaking your focus. Quality rest, brief walks, or mindful breathing can help you maintain clarity. Focus is closely tied to your emotional state. When you are stressed, tired, or overwhelmed, your ability to concentrate diminishes. Walking away from sources of emotional chaos helps you regain balance. This might mean stepping back from heated conversations, taking a break from negative news, or limiting exposure to stressful environments. Protecting your emotional well-being is part of protecting your focus. Many people fall into the trap of believing they must endure everything for the sake of responsibility or loyalty. This thinking often leads to burnout and resentment. Walking away from what weakens your focus is not abandoning responsibility. It is practicing smart stewardship of your energy. It allows you to show up fully where it matters most. It ensures your efforts are effective and sustainable. You have to create boundaries that keep your focus safe. These boundaries might look different for everyone, but they all serve the same purpose: to shield your mind from distraction and drain. Boundaries might mean limiting time with certain people, creating strict work hours, or avoiding triggers that pull you off course. The strength of these boundaries determines how strong your focus becomes. Walking away requires decisiveness. When you spot a threat to your focus, delay only gives it time to grow. Act immediately and don't overthink it. Second guessing invites the distraction to take root deeper. Practice making fast, clear decisions about what you allow in your mental space. Over time, this habit creates a powerful sense of control over your life. It's natural to feel guilt or fear when walking away from people or habits that weaken your focus. You might worry about missing out or hurting others. These feelings are normal but must be weighed against your bigger goals. The truth is, Your success and well-being are not selfish. They create space for you to give more and be better in all areas of life. Walking away is a way of saying yes to your future. Sometimes walking away is temporary. You might need to step back from a project or relationship to regain perspective and strength. This pause can be powerful if you use it wisely. It gives you time to reassess and return with more clarity and energy. Don't mistake walking away for failure. It is often a strategic move that leads to stronger focus and better results. When you protect your focus by walking away from what weakens it, you build momentum. You create a clear path forward. You are not constantly fighting against distractions or scattered energy. Instead, you channel your power into the things that truly matter. This kind of focused effort accelerates your growth and transforms your reality. Focus is what allows you to master your craft, build meaningful relationships, and create a life you love. Losing it means losing control. Walking away is your tool to hold on to your power. It is a choice that reclaims your time, your energy, and your future. No one else can protect your focus for you. This responsibility falls entirely on your shoulders. The good news is that each time you walk away from what weakens your focus, you grow stronger. You become someone who commands attention, not just from others, but from your own mind. You become a force to be reckoned with because your focus is unshakable. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment to walk away. You can do it now. Whenever you notice your attention drifting or your energy draining, make the choice to step away. It might be uncomfortable at first, but that discomfort fades quickly as you regain control. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to maintain sharp focus. Walking away is not about running from problems. It's about choosing what deserves your attention and what doesn't. You prioritize what builds you up and leave behind what drags you down. This practice transforms how you approach life. You stop being reactive and start being intentional. The clarity that comes from protecting your focus allows you to make better decisions. You see your goals more clearly and find solutions faster. Your creativity flourishes. Your productivity skyrockets. You experience less stress because your mind is not crowded with distractions. This process is not a one-time event but a lifestyle. It requires constant awareness and willingness to act. Each day you will face new challenges to your focus. The key is to stay vigilant and walk away without hesitation whenever those challenges threaten your progress. Your future depends on your focus. It is the thread that weaves all your efforts into a meaningful life. Walking away immediately from what weakens your focus is an act of courage and wisdom. It is a statement that you are serious about your dreams. It is how you transform your reality into something greater and more powerful than you ever imagined. Number 5. Choose discipline daily, even when nobody is watching. Discipline is not something that shines in the spotlight. It does not crave attention or applause. It is the quiet force that drives your progress when no one else is paying attention. The real test of character happens in those moments when you are alone with your choices and no one is watching. Choosing discipline every day builds a foundation for success that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. It means doing the right thing because you know it is right, not because you want recognition or approval. Many people misunderstand discipline. They think it's about punishment or restriction. That's a narrow view that misses the bigger truth. Discipline is about freedom. It's the freedom to live life on your own terms, to reach goals you care deeply about, and to build a future you can be proud of. Without discipline, your dreams remain wishes. Discipline transforms those wishes into realities. It is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Every day presents countless opportunities to choose discipline or to give in to temptation. It might be waking up early to start your day focused or resisting the urge to scroll endlessly through your phone. It could be sticking to your work plan instead of procrastinating or saying no to distractions that pull you off track. These decisions seem small and ordinary, but they accumulate into your character and your results. The people who win in life are those who consistently choose discipline when no one is watching. The reason discipline matters most when nobody is watching is because those are the moments that define who you really are. Anyone can put on a good show for others. Anyone can work hard when there is pressure or rewards, but true discipline is about commitment without an audience. It's about staying true to your values and goals even when you feel tired, bored, or uncertain. It's about honoring your word to yourself when nobody else holds you accountable. This internal accountability is what separates those who succeed from those who drift through life. It requires courage to hold yourself to a high standard in private. It requires self-respect to say no to instant gratification for the sake of long-term gain. When you choose discipline daily, you are strengthening your willpower and shaping your identity. You become the kind of person who can be trusted to follow through regardless of circumstances. Choosing discipline daily also means embracing discomfort. The easier path is always tempting. It offers immediate pleasure or relief, but it comes with a cost that often goes unnoticed until much later. Giving in to laziness, distraction, or unhealthy habits steals your potential. Discipline asks you to face challenges head-on and push through resistance. That push creates growth and builds resilience. It makes you stronger, wiser, and more capable. Some days will be harder than others. Some mornings you will want to stay in bed. Some afternoons distractions will scream louder than your goals. Some nights you will feel exhausted and tempted to quit. Those are exactly the times discipline matters most. When you choose discipline in those moments, you build momentum that carries you forward. Every small victory over temptation adds up and fuels your confidence. Discipline is like a muscle that grows stronger with use. Each time you make the disciplined choice, you reinforce positive habits and weaken old patterns of weakness. Over time, this muscle becomes a natural part of who you are. You don't have to force yourself because discipline becomes your default. It shapes your mindset, your decisions, and your lifestyle. The person you want to become is created in these quiet, disciplined moments. You also have to realize that discipline creates trust with yourself. When you consistently do what you say you will do, you prove to yourself that you are reliable. This trust builds self-esteem and motivation. It's easier to set bigger goals because you know you have the ability to follow through. Without discipline, even the best intentions fall apart, because you doubt your own consistency. Choosing discipline daily when nobody is watching takes honesty. You must face the truth about your weaknesses and temptations without excuse. This is not easy. It requires humility and a willingness to improve. But it is the path to mastery. You learn to manage your impulses and develop control over your actions. This control is what transforms your reality. It shapes your results and your identity in powerful ways. Surrounding yourself with support helps but does not replace personal discipline. External motivation can spark action, but it fades. Discipline must come from within. It is your inner voice that reminds you why you started, why you care, and why it matters. Feeding this inner voice with clear reasons and strong purpose strengthens your commitment. The clearer your why, the easier it is to choose discipline daily. Discipline also creates space for growth and opportunity. When you control your actions and habits, you free up energy to focus on what truly matters. You become more productive, creative, and consistent. You build momentum that attracts success and opens doors. Discipline transforms ordinary days into powerful steps toward your dreams. Life will challenge your discipline constantly. There will always be easier options, distractions, and excuses. The difference is made by the person who decides each day to stay on course regardless. That person understands that discipline is not a one-time choice, but a daily commitment. It is a lifestyle that leads to mastery and fulfillment. You have the power to choose discipline today and every day after. No one else can make this choice for you. It is your responsibility and your privilege. The freedom that discipline offers is priceless. It allows you to create a reality based on your values and goals. It lets you build a legacy of strength and achievement. Choosing discipline when nobody is watching is a test of your character and your future. It proves that you are willing to do what others won't. It shows that you have the courage to face yourself honestly and act with integrity. This choice transforms your habits, your mindset, and your life. It opens the door to a future shaped by your own hands. This kind of discipline builds confidence. It silences doubt and fuels perseverance. It changes your relationship with yourself from one of struggle to one of respect. Each disciplined action is a vote for the person you want to become. Each moment of self-control shapes your identity and your results. No one becomes successful without discipline. It is the backbone of every achievement. The difference is found in those who embrace it, even in private. This is where greatness is born. The power to transform your reality starts with the choice to be disciplined when nobody else is watching. You don't need an audience to be great. Your greatness is built in the quiet moments of commitment and control. When you choose discipline every day, you lay a foundation for lasting success. Your future will reflect the strength of these choices. Discipline is not just an action. It is your path to freedom, growth, and true transformation. Number 6. Hold yourself back when anger wants to lead. Anger is one of the most powerful emotions you will face in life. It can rise quickly and feel overwhelming. It often pushes you toward actions and words that you regret later. The challenge is learning to control that anger rather than letting it control you. When anger wants to lead, holding yourself back is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of true strength. It shows you are in charge of your emotions and not a prisoner to them. When anger takes over, it clouds your judgment, it narrows your vision, and focuses you on the immediate moment of frustration or hurt. In that state, your decisions are driven by reaction instead of reason. This is the time to pause and step back. Taking a moment before responding gives you the chance to choose your next move with clarity. It allows you to avoid consequences that might damage relationships, opportunities, or your own peace of mind. The urge to lash out when angry is natural. Your body reacts with adrenaline, and your mind fixates on the injustice or pain you feel. But yielding to that urge often creates more problems than it solves. Words spoken in anger can cut deeply and cause wounds that last far beyond the moment. Actions taken impulsively might close doors or create regret. Holding yourself back protects not just others, but your own future. Mastering this control means understanding anger's nature. It is a signal that something matters to you deeply. Instead of suppressing it, learn to listen to what anger is telling you. Often anger points to unmet needs, broken boundaries, or values being challenged. Acknowledging this helps you channel that energy into constructive actions instead of destruction. You transform anger from a force that disrupts into a guide that motivates positive change. When anger wants to lead, breath becomes your greatest ally. Taking slow, deep breaths shifts your body's chemistry. It reduces tension and calms the storm inside. This simple act buys you time to think and regain control. It is a physical reminder that you are the one steering your emotions, not the other way around. Practicing this habit strengthens your ability to respond wisely in difficult moments. Talking about your anger in a controlled way also helps. Expressing how you feel calmly and clearly can prevent misunderstandings and build bridges. When you hold yourself back from explosive reactions and choose thoughtful words, you invite solutions instead of conflict. This approach earns respect and keeps your relationships intact. It turns moments of tension into opportunities for growth and understanding. Sometimes holding back anger means walking away temporarily. Removing yourself from a heated situation allows emotions to settle. It gives space for perspective and reduces the risk of saying or doing something harmful. Walking away is not avoidance, but a strategic move to protect your peace and make better choices later. Returning with a calmer mind opens the door for dialogue rather than damage. The power to hold yourself back comes from valuing your future more than the immediate release of anger. It requires seeing beyond the moment to the long-term consequences of your actions. This foresight builds maturity and wisdom. It helps you build a reputation of reliability and emotional strength. People notice when you can stay composed under pressure. It makes you someone others want to work with, trust, and follow. Learning to control anger also improves your physical health. Chronic anger increases stress and tension in your body, which can lead to serious illnesses over time. Holding yourself back and finding healthy outlets for anger reduces this strain. It protects your heart, lowers blood pressure, and increases your overall well-being. Controlling anger is not just good for your mind, but for your body too. It is important to develop strategies to manage anger before it becomes a problem. This might include journaling your feelings, talking to a trusted friend, or engaging in physical exercise. Finding ways to release tension constructively prevents anger from building up inside. It gives you tools to maintain control even when life challenges push your limits. The goal is not to eliminate anger, but to handle it in a way that serves your goals and values. Holding yourself back when anger wants to lead means practicing patience. It means accepting that you cannot always control what happens, but you can control how you respond. This patience strengthens your emotional resilience. It prepares you to face life's difficulties without losing your balance or direction. When you respond calmly instead of reacting impulsively, you create space for better solutions and better outcomes. This control also requires self-awareness. You must recognize the signs that anger is rising inside you. These signs might be a faster heartbeat, tight muscles, or a rush of negative thoughts. Catching anger early gives you the chance to apply your calming techniques before the situation escalates. Building this awareness is like having an early warning system that protects your peace and your relationships. Choosing to hold back anger is a daily practice. It is not a one-time decision, but a series of small choices that add up. Each time you resist the urge to explode, you build emotional muscle. This muscle gets stronger with every challenge you face. Over time, you develop a habit of control that becomes automatic. This habit transforms how you handle conflict and stress in every area of your life. Many people mistake holding back anger for ignoring problems. In truth, it is the opposite. Holding back anger means addressing issues with clarity and calmness. It means seeking solutions without letting emotions cloud your judgment. This approach leads to more productive conversations and healthier relationships. It allows you to stand up for yourself without destroying the connection with others. When anger tries to lead, it is easy to feel isolated or misunderstood. Others might provoke or challenge you. You might feel justified in your fury. But choosing control gives you the power to rise above circumstances. It gives you a sense of ownership over your life and your emotions. This ownership builds confidence and reduces the power of external triggers. Practicing this control shows discipline and courage. It is not the easiest path, but it is the most rewarding. You gain respect from yourself and others. You protect your integrity and your goals. You create a reality where your emotions serve you instead of sabotaging you. This reality becomes the foundation for personal growth and meaningful success. No one else can hold your anger for you. It is your responsibility to manage it. Taking that responsibility seriously is a sign of maturity. It prepares you to face life's challenges with strength and clarity. It allows you to maintain your focus even when emotions run high. This focus is essential to transforming your reality and achieving your dreams. Emotions will always be part of life, but they don't have to control your life. Holding yourself back when anger wants to lead is an act of freedom. It frees you from the chains of impulsive reactions and regret. It gives you the power to choose your path regardless of what happens around you. This power shapes your reality and builds your future. You can train yourself to respond to anger differently. With practice, the urge to lash out loses its hold. You replace it with calm, clear thinking and intentional action. This change is not easy, but it is possible. It takes commitment and courage. The result is a life where you lead your emotions instead of being led by them. The strength to hold back anger creates space for compassion and understanding. It opens the door to seeing situations from other perspectives. It helps you find common ground and resolve conflicts peacefully. This ability deepens your connections and builds trust with others. It is a gift that transforms not just your life, but the lives of those around you. You don't have to be a victim of anger. You can be the master of your emotions. This mastery starts with choosing to hold yourself back when anger wants to lead. It is a choice that defines your character and shapes your destiny. It creates a reality where your emotions support your goals and your growth. It is the key to living with strength, clarity, and peace. Number 7. Delay your pleasure to earn your real power. Many people live in a world that demands instant gratification. We are surrounded by quick rewards, easy entertainment, and constant distractions designed to give us pleasure right now. It is easy to fall into the trap of seeking comfort and happiness immediately. But true power, real strength, comes from learning to delay those pleasures and focus on something far greater. Delaying pleasure is not about denial or punishment. It is about choosing a path that builds lasting success and fulfillment. It requires patience and self-control. But the payoff is enormous. The moment you decide to put off short-term pleasure for a bigger goal, you take control of your future. You are telling yourself that what you want most is more important than what feels good right now. This is a powerful mindset shift. It moves you from reacting to your desires to shaping your life intentionally. You stop being a slave to impulse and become the leader of your own journey. Delaying pleasure means recognizing the difference between what is urgent and what is important. Urgent things shout for your attention with loud noise and fast rewards. Important things are quieter but carry long-term benefits that shape your destiny. Learning to prioritize the important over the urgent builds real power. It trains your brain to focus on progress rather than distraction. This focus changes your habits and transforms your daily actions. When you choose to delay pleasure, you strengthen your willpower. Willpower is like a muscle that grows stronger with use. Each time you resist temptation, you build endurance. This endurance helps you face bigger challenges without giving up. It makes you more resilient to setbacks and distractions. Over time, delaying pleasure becomes easier and more natural. It becomes part of your character. The immediate pleasure you delay often comes from habits that drain your energy and time. Things like endless scrolling on your phone, junk food, or wasting hours on meaningless entertainment. These habits steal your focus and leave you feeling empty afterward. They give a false sense of satisfaction that fades quickly. When you delay these pleasures and instead invest time in growth, learning, or working toward your goals, you create energy that lasts. This energy fuels your progress and builds momentum. Delaying pleasure is closely linked to setting clear goals. When your goals are vivid and meaningful, you have a reason to say no to temporary gratification. Your future vision becomes a powerful motivator that keeps you on track. This vision reminds you that small sacrifices today lead to big rewards tomorrow. It gives you strength to overcome laziness, distraction, and doubt. The power gained from delaying pleasure is not just about achieving external success. It also shapes your inner world. It builds confidence because you prove to yourself that you can control your impulses. It creates discipline, which is the foundation for consistent action. It nurtures patience, the ability to stay calm and steady when things don't happen immediately. This inner strength changes how you see yourself and how others see you. There will be moments when the temptation to give in is strong. You might feel tired, stressed, or bored. The easy choice seems to be giving in to pleasure now. But these are exactly the moments to practice delay. Each time you say no to instant satisfaction during difficult times, you multiply your power. You train your mind to value long-term rewards more than short-term comfort. This mental training becomes your secret weapon. Delaying pleasure also means learning to enjoy the process of working toward your goals. When you focus only on the reward at the end, you risk losing motivation. But if you find satisfaction in progress, learning, and effort, you create a steady source of strength. You build habits that are sustainable. This enjoyment of the journey makes delay less painful and more natural. It is important to recognize that delaying pleasure is not about never enjoying life. It is about choosing when and how to enjoy it wisely. Rewarding yourself after meaningful effort strengthens your motivation. Celebrating small wins keeps your spirit alive and reminds you why you work hard. The key is balance. Delaying pleasure to build power does not mean rejecting happiness. It means earning happiness through discipline and purpose. Technology and society encourage immediate pleasure constantly. Advertising, social media, and culture push us to seek fast fixes. This creates a battle inside your mind. You have to decide which voice to listen to. Giving in to every desire leads to chaos and wasted potential. Choosing delay builds order and creates space for growth. This choice is a form of rebellion against a culture of distraction. The benefits of delaying pleasure extend beyond personal success. It improves relationships because you become more reliable and trustworthy. People notice when you can control impulses and stay focused on what matters. It builds respect because it shows maturity and self-awareness. This respect opens doors in your personal and professional life. Delaying pleasure strengthens your decision-making skills. When you pause to think about consequences before acting, you make better choices. This skill grows with practice and protects you from regret. It helps you avoid impulsive mistakes that can cost time, money, or reputation. Better decisions build a better life. Your real power grows in moments of resistance. It grows when you choose work over ease, persistence over distraction, patience over rush. These moments may be invisible to others, but they define your character. They prepare you for challenges you will face. This power makes you unstoppable because it is rooted in control over yourself. If you want to transform your reality, you must embrace the challenge of delaying pleasure. The quick reward is tempting but temporary. The power you build by waiting and working is lasting. This power changes how you see yourself, how you act, and what you achieve. It turns dreams into reality. Delaying pleasure also teaches humility. It reminds you that you do not always get what you want right away. It encourages gratitude for what you have while working for what you want. This balance keeps your mind clear and your heart steady. Humility combined with power creates a solid foundation for growth. Your environment plays a role in how easy or hard it is to delay pleasure. Surround yourself with people who respect discipline and long-term thinking. Avoid places and influences that promote quick satisfaction and distraction. Your surroundings shape your habits and mindset. Creating a supportive environment boosts your ability to delay pleasure and build power. You will face setbacks even when you practice delay. Sometimes progress feels slow or invisible. You might question if waiting is worth it. Remember that power is built gradually, not overnight. Each moment you choose delay adds strength you cannot see immediately but will feel later. Trust the process and keep going. Delaying pleasure is a daily choice. It requires awareness of your impulses and intentional action. It demands courage to say no when everything inside wants to say yes. This courage builds character and prepares you for bigger challenges. The more you practice, the more automatic it becomes. This automatic self-control is the foundation of real power. Your ability to delay pleasure shapes the quality of your life. It influences your health, relationships, work, and happiness. When you master this skill, you create a life that reflects your values and goals. You stop chasing fleeting moments and start building a future you are proud of. Every time you choose delay, you send a message to yourself. You say that you matter, that your goals matter, that your future matters more than the ease of now. This message builds confidence and fuels motivation. It makes you stronger in every area of life. Real power is not about control over others. It is control over yourself. It is the ability to manage your desires, emotions, and actions toward what truly matters. Delaying pleasure is a key to unlocking this power. It is a practice that transforms your reality and shapes your destiny. This power will show up in unexpected ways. It gives you patience in tough times. It gives clarity in confusion. It gives strength when others give up. Delaying pleasure is not a sacrifice but an investment in yourself and your future. The choice is yours every day. You can chase momentary pleasure and stay stuck, or you can delay pleasure and move forward with strength. Choosing delay builds real power that changes everything. It creates a reality where you are the one in control of your life. Number 8. Follow your plan even when laziness attacks hard. There will be moments in your life when laziness feels like a heavy weight pressing down on you. It shows up without warning and challenges your commitment to your goals. Laziness is not just about being tired or needing rest. It is a powerful force that wants to stop you from moving forward. When laziness attacks hard, the real test is whether you keep moving or give in. Following your plan, even in these moments, is what separates those who succeed from those who only dream. Laziness often disguises itself as comfort or relaxation. It tells you that you deserve a break or that waiting won't hurt. It whispers that it's okay to put off work just one more time. These lies are tempting because they feel good in the moment, but they steal your time and energy without giving anything meaningful back. When laziness knocks on your door, it wants you to forget your vision and lose sight of your purpose. The first step to overcoming laziness is to recognize it clearly. You must see it for what it is: a temporary feeling that tries to control you. Feelings come and go, but your actions build your life. You have the power to choose what you do, even when your body or mind feels like stopping. This choice is where your true strength lives. Following your plan during these times is a way to claim your power back. Your plan is your map in the journey of life. It is a set of actions you have decided will lead you to where you want to go. Without a plan, it is easy to get lost in distractions and excuses. When laziness hits hard, your plan becomes your anchor. It reminds you of what you committed to and why it matters. This connection to your bigger picture fuels the fire to keep moving. Laziness feeds on indecision and doubt. It grows stronger when your goals are unclear or your purpose feels weak. That is why clarity in your plan is crucial. When you know exactly what you want and why you want it, laziness loses its grip. Your mind focuses on the reward waiting at the end, not the discomfort of the moment. This clarity sharpens your focus and makes following your plan easier. Breaking your plan into small, manageable steps helps fight laziness too. Big goals can feel overwhelming and cause you to freeze. But when you take one small action at a time, the burden becomes lighter. Progress, no matter how small, builds momentum that pushes laziness away. This momentum feels like a rising energy that grows stronger with every step. It is normal to feel tired or unmotivated at times. Laziness uses these moments to whisper excuses. But what separates winners is the decision to act anyway. Action creates motivation more than waiting for motivation to come first. Starting even with the smallest task defeats laziness and builds confidence. It rewires your brain to respond with action instead of giving up. Creating a routine is a powerful weapon against laziness. When your daily habits align with your plan, you reduce the chance for laziness to sneak in. Routine builds discipline because actions become automatic. You don't have to rely on willpower alone because your environment and schedule support your goals. Consistency turns effort into progress. It helps to remind yourself of the consequences of giving in to laziness. What will happen if you delay your plan today? How will it affect your future? Visualizing the negative impact creates a sense of urgency. This urgency pushes you to act when laziness wants to stop you. Remember that every moment wasted is a moment lost from your dreams. Surround yourself with people who inspire action. When others show determination and follow through, it motivates you to do the same. Laziness loses power in the company of those who work hard. Positive influence builds your energy and commitment. Find accountability partners who check in and keep you honest. Their support can make the difference on hard days. Forgiveness plays a role when laziness wins occasionally. Nobody is perfect. You may slip and miss steps. What matters is how you respond. Be kind to yourself but firm in your commitment. Learn from mistakes and get back on track immediately. Resilience grows from rising after falling. Following your plan consistently over time is what changes your reality. Celebrate progress to keep laziness at bay. Acknowledge every step forward and reward your effort. This creates positive feedback that encourages continued action. Pleasure from achievement becomes stronger than the pleasure laziness offers. Recognizing wins fuels your desire to keep going, even when it's tough. Remember that laziness is part of being human. It is an internal battle everyone faces. The difference lies in those who master it versus those controlled by it. When you follow your plan despite laziness, you build confidence and control over your life. This control is the foundation for transforming your reality. Each day you face choices between comfort and effort. Laziness wants comfort now, but effort leads to lasting change. The ability to choose effort builds character and creates opportunities. It strengthens your mind and body to handle future challenges. Effort creates a cycle of growth that lifts every part of your life. Don't wait for motivation or energy to be perfect. Start where you are with what you have. Momentum comes from action, not from perfect conditions. Taking the first step breaks the hold laziness has on you. Movement creates clarity and reveals new possibilities. You discover strength you didn't know you had. Your plan is a promise you make to yourself. Following it even when laziness attacks shows respect for your dreams. It proves you are serious about your life and willing to work for it. This respect builds self-esteem and attracts success. People notice commitment and respond with opportunities. Sometimes you must push through mental barriers that laziness builds. Your mind may tell stories of failure, fear, or fatigue. Recognize these as tricks, not truth. Challenge negative thoughts with facts and positive affirmations. Reframe obstacles as challenges to overcome. This mindset shift weakens laziness and strengthens resolve. Physical health influences your ability to resist laziness. Proper sleep, nutrition, and exercise provide the energy needed to follow your plan. Neglecting your body makes laziness easier to fall into. Treat your body as a tool that supports your goals. Caring for yourself increases stamina and focus. Use deadlines and milestones to fight procrastination caused by laziness. Having a timeline creates pressure to act. Break goals into parts with clear deadlines to maintain urgency. Track progress visibly to hold yourself accountable. Deadlines turn vague intentions into concrete actions. Avoid perfectionism because it can feed laziness by creating fear to start. Waiting for perfect conditions leads to endless delay. Accept that progress is imperfect and messy. Taking imperfect action moves you forward. Improvement happens with practice, not with waiting. Mental toughness grows from consistently following your plan despite laziness. Each choice to act builds inner strength that lasts. This toughness prepares you to face bigger challenges without giving in. It creates confidence that you can handle whatever life throws at you. Following your plan when laziness attacks creates habits that transform your life. These habits make discipline easier and success more likely. You create a lifestyle that supports your dreams rather than destroying them. This transformation begins with a single decision every day. The path to transformation is not easy, but it is clear. Laziness is a hurdle that must be jumped repeatedly. Those who keep jumping are the ones who cross the finish line. Your plan is your guide and your weapon. Use it to fight laziness and build the life you want. When you follow your plan despite laziness, you become a model of strength. Your actions inspire others to do the same. You contribute to a culture of effort and growth. This impact extends beyond your personal life and changes communities. Your ability to keep going builds confidence that no one can take away. Confidence born from consistent effort feels unshakable. It empowers you to try new things and take risks. It opens doors to opportunities previously out of reach. Laziness is a temporary state, but your plan represents your long-term vision. Choosing your vision over temporary feelings is the secret to success. This choice shows that you control your life, not your feelings. It creates freedom to build the future you desire. Every time you follow your plan when laziness attacks, you train your mind for victory. You build mental habits that create unstoppable momentum. This momentum transforms your reality in ways you cannot predict. You have the power to choose action over laziness every day. The path forward is clear and waiting for you to take it. Your plan is your promise and your strength. Follow it no matter what, and watch your life change. Number 9. Shut down distractions before they destroy your momentum. Distractions are everywhere. They come from phones, social media, conversations, noises, and even your own wandering thoughts. They don't just interrupt your work. They steal the energy and focus you need to make progress. When you let distractions take over, momentum disappears quickly. Momentum is what keeps you moving forward with speed and power. Without it, your goals feel distant, and motivation fades. Shutting down distractions is not a luxury, it is a necessity if you want to transform your reality. To shut down distractions, the first step is to understand how dangerous they really are. Every time your attention shifts away from your goal, your brain has to restart the focus. This restarting wastes time and drains mental energy. It's like losing ground in a battle. When distractions attack, your mind becomes scattered and your work loses quality. You might spend hours working, but produce very little because your focus was broken repeatedly. The mind craves stimulation, and distractions are designed to exploit that. Notifications, messages, and tempting websites are made to grab your attention instantly. They offer quick bursts of pleasure that feel rewarding. But this pleasure is false, because it comes at the expense of your bigger dreams. The momentary excitement distracts you from long-term success. Learning to resist these tempting distractions is a skill that builds self-control and discipline. An effective way to shut down distractions is to control your environment. If your phone is a constant source of interruptions, put it on silent or in another room while working. Close unnecessary tabs on your computer. Create a clean, organized workspace free from clutter. The less chaos around you, the easier it is to keep your mind on what matters. A focused environment is like a fortress protecting your attention. You must also set clear boundaries about when and where distractions are allowed. Designate specific times for checking emails, social media, or messages. Outside those times, commit fully to your tasks without exceptions. This scheduling trains your mind to expect breaks and not to crave constant stimulation. Knowing that you have set times to relax helps reduce the urge to interrupt work randomly. Another key step is to practice single tasking. Multitasking is a myth when it comes to true productivity. Switching between tasks or distractions reduces your efficiency and creates errors. When you focus on one thing at a time, your brain works better and your results improve. Train yourself to finish one task before moving to the next. This habit builds momentum naturally because you complete more meaningful work. Mental training is also essential in shutting down distractions. Your mind is like a muscle that can be strengthened with practice. Use techniques like deep breathing or short meditation to calm wandering thoughts. When you catch your attention drifting, gently bring it back to the present task. Repeating this action builds mental discipline. Over time, you will notice distractions lose their power to pull you away. Write down your priorities and remind yourself why you must stay focused. When distractions tempt you, bring your attention back to the importance of your goals. Think about the consequences of lost time and missed opportunities. This awareness creates a mental barrier against distractions. You become more intentional about how you spend your attention. Technology tools can help you fight distractions too. Use apps that block distracting websites during work hours. Set timers to work in focused intervals followed by short breaks. These methods reduce decision fatigue and keep your brain refreshed. They also make distractions less accessible and less tempting. Recognize that some distractions come from within, like daydreaming or worrying. These internal distractions can be just as harmful as external ones. When negative thoughts or fears arise, acknowledge them but don't let them control your focus. Write them down if needed, and set them aside to deal with later. This practice prevents your mind from being hijacked and keeps you on task. Keep in mind that momentum is fragile. It builds with consistent effort and can break quickly with small distractions. Protect your momentum like a precious resource. The longer you stay focused, the easier it becomes to keep going. When distractions try to pull you away, remind yourself that every moment counts. Momentum turns effort into results faster than any other factor. Sometimes distractions appear in the form of well-meaning people who want your attention. Learn to say no, or set limits kindly but firmly. Protect your focus by communicating your needs. Explain that you need time to work undisturbed. This boundary sets respect for your goals and time. Pay attention to your energy levels as well. Distractions often feel stronger when you are tired or hungry. Take care of your body with proper rest and nutrition. When your energy is high, your willpower to resist distractions is stronger. This physical foundation supports your mental focus. Thus, celebrate the moments when you successfully shut down distractions. Each victory builds confidence and creates positive habits. Notice how much more you accomplish when your attention is uninterrupted. Use this feeling to motivate yourself to keep protecting your momentum. Remember that shutting down distractions is not about perfection. It's about progress. You will face distractions every day. What matters is how often you choose to turn them off and bring your focus back. This ongoing effort rewires your brain and creates lasting change. Imagine your goals clearly in your mind's eye. Feel the pride and satisfaction of achieving them. This vision makes distractions seem small and unimportant. Your desire for success becomes stronger than the lure of momentary interruptions. Focus is a skill that anyone can develop with effort. It is the foundation of productivity, creativity, and growth. The ability to shut down distractions multiplies your power to create the life you want. When your mind is free from unnecessary noise, your potential becomes limitless. Distractions are a test of your commitment to your plan. Passing this test shows that you value your time and future. It proves that you are willing to make sacrifices today for a better tomorrow. This mindset separates those who watch life happen from those who make it happen. You hold the key to your focus and momentum. No one else can control your attention but you. Taking responsibility for shutting down distractions is an act of ownership over your life. It builds confidence that you can face bigger challenges and still stay on course. Every moment spent focused is an investment in your dreams. Distractions waste this investment and rob you of progress. Protect your attention like you would protect your most valuable possession. This protection creates the conditions for success to grow naturally. You will encounter distractions again and again. The difference is whether you let them control you or you control them. With practice, you will become faster at recognizing distractions and shutting them down immediately. This quick action keeps your momentum intact and your goals within reach. Momentum fuels motivation and action. When distractions break momentum, motivation drops and action stops. Shutting down distractions keeps motivation alive and energy high. This cycle creates a powerful rhythm of achievement and growth. Focus sharpens your senses and increases your awareness. It allows you to see opportunities and solutions others miss. When you shut down distractions, you open the door to creativity and innovation. Your mind becomes a tool for building, not just surviving. Practice self-compassion when distractions win sometimes. Beating yourself up wastes energy and focus. Instead, learn from the experience and recommit to your plan. Each recovery strengthens your mental toughness and focus muscles. Know that the path to success is full of distractions but also full of choices. Every time you choose to shut down distractions, you make a step forward. These steps add up and create unstoppable progress toward your reality. You can design your life to minimize distractions, create routines, environments, and habits that support deep focus. Your future self will thank you for the discipline you show today. Control over distractions is control over your mind. Control over your mind is control over your actions. Control over your actions is control over your life. This chain of control is the foundation for transforming your reality. Your ability to shut down distractions is a superpower in today's world. Use this power wisely and often. It will open doors to success and freedom that many never experience. Focus and momentum are gifts you give yourself. Protect them fiercely and honor the work you put in. This respect for your own effort builds lasting pride and fulfillment. Distractions are not your enemy but signals. They tell you when your focus is weak and needs attention. Use these signals to strengthen your habits and improve your environment. You are capable of building a life where distractions don't control you. Every step you take to shut down distractions moves you closer to your goals. Keep taking those steps no matter how small. The results will amaze you. Number 10. Make your choices match the life you want. Every day you face choices. Some seem small, like what to eat or how to spend a few minutes. Others feel bigger, like who to trust or which direction to take in life. What most people don't realize is that these choices are the building blocks of their future. If you want a certain life, your choices must line up with that vision. This isn't about luck or waiting for things to happen. It's about deciding who you want to be and then acting in ways that support that decision consistently. When your choices don't match your goals, the result is confusion and frustration. You may feel stuck or lost because your actions pull you in different directions. For example, if you dream of being healthy but choose junk food and skip exercise, your life won't reflect that dream. If you want financial freedom but keep spending impulsively or avoiding budgeting, you are setting yourself up for disappointment. The connection between choices and outcomes is direct and clear. Matching your choices with your desired life requires honesty. You must face the truth about what you are doing right now. Are your daily habits taking you closer to your goals or pushing you farther away? It's uncomfortable to admit when you are off track, but this awareness is the first step to change. Only when you see clearly can you start making better decisions. Making choices that fit your goals means thinking ahead. Every decision is like a vote for the kind of life you want to live. If you want respect, you choose to act respectfully. If you want success, you choose to work diligently. If you want peace, you choose to manage your emotions carefully. The more you align your choices with your vision, the stronger your results become. Sometimes the right choice is difficult because it requires sacrifice. You might have to give up short-term pleasure to gain long-term benefit. Choosing to study instead of watching TV, saving money instead of spending it, or saying no to distractions takes courage. This courage grows as you practice. Each time you choose what matters over what's easy, your willpower strengthens. Life will always present tempting options that don't support your vision. These temptations test your commitment. Maybe it's staying up late when you need rest, buying something unnecessary, or engaging in negative talk. Every time you resist these temptations, you show yourself that your future is more important than temporary comfort. This resistance builds a mental muscle that improves all areas of your life. Your environment plays a role in your choices. If you surround yourself with people who don't respect your goals or environments that encourage bad habits, making the right choice is harder. Choose to be around those who inspire and challenge you. Create spaces that remind you of your dreams and make it easier to follow through. When your surroundings support your vision, your choices become natural and less forced. Decision-making is also about timing. Sometimes it's better to pause and think rather than act on impulse. When emotions are high, decisions can be clouded. Taking a moment to breathe and reflect prevents mistakes. Practicing patience helps you choose actions that are thoughtful and effective instead of reactive and harmful. A key to matching choices with your desired life is setting clear goals. Without a target, choices feel random and meaningless. Define what success looks like to you personally. Write down your goals in detail and review them regularly. When you have a clear picture of what you want, your mind naturally filters choices and leans toward those that fit. Accountability is powerful. Share your goals with someone you trust who will hold you responsible. When you know someone is watching, you are more likely to stick to good decisions. Accountability also provides support and encouragement during moments of doubt or weakness. This support makes your path less lonely. It's important to recognize that mistakes will happen. You might choose wrongly and face setbacks. This does not mean failure but opportunity. Every wrong choice teaches you something valuable. Use these lessons to refine your future decisions. Growth comes from experience, including the hard parts. Reflect regularly on your progress. Ask yourself if your recent choices brought you closer to the life you want. Journaling or talking with a mentor can help you see patterns and adjust your course. This reflection keeps your actions intentional instead of automatic. Decision fatigue is real. Making many choices drains your mental energy. Simplify where possible by creating routines and habits that support your goals. When good choices become habits, you free your mind to focus on bigger challenges. Habits turn difficult decisions into automatic success steps. Your values guide your choices. Clarify what matters most to you: honesty, family, growth, freedom, and let these values steer your decisions. When choices align with your core values, they feel right and give you confidence. Values act as an internal compass that keeps you steady even when the path is tough. Avoid comparing your choices and progress with others. Everyone's journey is unique. Focus on your own values and goals. This focus reduces distraction and helps you stay true to yourself. Your life transforms when you make choices based on what you want, not what others expect. The connection between your choices and your reality is powerful and immediate. A single choice can change the direction of your life. Small, consistent choices add up over time to create massive change. Every decision matters. Realizing this gives you control instead of feeling like a victim of circumstances. Building this kind of control requires practice and patience. You won't get it perfect right away. The important part is to keep choosing in alignment with your goals. Your reality shifts slowly but surely when your choices are consistent. Trust yourself to make better choices. Confidence grows with experience. Believe that you deserve the life you want and that your decisions can bring it. This belief motivates you to act and persevere. Pay attention to your feelings after making a choice. Good decisions bring peace, energy, and clarity. Poor choices often leave discomfort or regret. These feelings are signals that help guide your future decisions. Sometimes you need to break old patterns that don't serve you. This means intentionally choosing differently than before, even if it feels uncomfortable. Change requires stepping out of familiar habits. This step is where transformation begins. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Each time your choices reflect your vision, you move closer to your ideal life. Acknowledge your progress and use it as fuel to continue. Remember that choice is freedom. You have the power to decide how you live and what you become. Taking responsibility for your choices empowers you to shape your reality. Practice being mindful about your daily decisions. Notice when you act automatically and pause to consider if that action supports your goals. This awareness builds control. Surround yourself with reminders of your goals. Visual cues like notes, pictures, or objects connected to your vision. Keep your mind focused on making choices that matter. Challenge yourself regularly by setting new goals and making new choices. Growth happens when you push beyond comfort and try new things aligned with your dreams. Your choices reflect your self-respect. Choosing actions that honor your goals shows you value yourself and your future. This respect builds inner strength. Learn to say no to distractions, negative people, and harmful habits. Saying no is a powerful choice that protects your time and energy. Make your decisions with both head and heart. Logic helps you evaluate consequences, and passion fuels your commitment. Together they create balanced and effective choices. Understand that your life is the sum of your choices. When you accept this responsibility, you gain control and freedom. Avoid blaming others for your situation. Instead, focus on the choices you can make right now to improve your reality. Keep a long-term perspective. Sometimes sacrifices today lead to rewards tomorrow. Choosing delayed gratification over instant pleasure shapes a successful life. Use every decision as a chance to practice discipline and self-control. These skills grow stronger each time you choose wisely. Remember that consistency in your choices creates habits. Habits form character, and character shapes destiny. Your future depends on the quality of your present choices. Treat every decision as a seed planted in the soil of your life. When you make choices that match your vision, your confidence grows and your fears shrink. Challenge yourself to live intentionally, not reactively. Intentional living means making choices based on purpose, not impulse. Make your choices your statements. Let them declare who you are and what you stand for. Choose actions that build momentum. Momentum keeps you moving forward even when motivation dips. Your life transforms when your daily choices become a reflection of your highest values and deepest desires. This power is in your hands right now. Choose with courage, choose with clarity. Choose with commitment, and watch your reality change step by step.